Alrighty, hey everybody, I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David and her ladyship? Now, this morning's going to be short, sharp, and shiny because I need to leg it after about 45 minutes because I have training to do at her safari park. Yes. Which will actually be pretty cool. We'll leave that discussion. That's a whole other deal. Now, in the meantime, I'm thinking, or have thought, clearly you'd see by the, excuse me, got a bit of an itch there, by the announcement, that we could use this time, however, to finish the P-51D. This we will now do, all being well. There's not much to it. That's the whole point. If I get that done quickly and easily, I would suggest, dearie me, very blurry there, that, and while I'm here, you'll know the drill. Fuck yeah. If I get this done promptly, which may or may not happen, we may then go to do some work on the Messerschmitt or the Corsair. We'll work it out. It's all good in the hood. Now, what I need to work out here, now, because all it really cuts down to is putting the aerial wire in. Now, that needs to come through there a bit more. I wish I had stronger light. I should get myself one, actually. Now, actually, in this circumstance, tell you what I'm going to do. I need to clear some of this away. I'm going to try this little idea. What it is I'm not. There we go. Now I'll be able to see the thread, because this little thread here needs to go onto the back of the seat. Thus, then that goes in. Now, how much do I need? I'll put that there. There's a bit of trickery and jiggery pokery here. Oh, hey Roland, how you doing? Now I'll give you guys a bit more of a zoom in here. Now, not on for long today, Roland. I'm scooching. Actually, if you saw the intro, you would have seen that. Now, I guess the thing to do first. Oh no, that wasn't meant to happen. The threads come out of the cockpit. But the first thing we need to do, I'll rethread that and then glue this onto there. That's the idea. Excuse me. Now, zoom out a bit. I went from the inside last time. That was how I did it. There we go. Now, and we pull a fair bit more of that through, actually. Whoops, a daisy, not too much. More, hold. Right, now, excuse me a moment. Now, with that back in, I guess our first point there. All right. I'm just weighing up where I need to put things. And I suppose the next point, do I want to put the canopy into position in the one go? Probably. We just check something here. So that would need, therefore, to go like that. Okay. Maybe a bit further forward, in fact. Like that. All right. We can do this. We can do this. Now, take some more of this back. And we'll get crystal clear. And I might give you an angle like that for this. And now, the move, let me just check how this will sit again. Have to be upwards, like that. All right. So maybe, but yeah, ultimately at that slight angle. All right. I'm with the program. So, toothpick time, kids. Yeah, I've just realised I might want to. That's going to be a bit tricky. I'm trying to work out what's the best way to attach this. There's in the wire. Do I want to do it all in one go, or do I want to let that dry and have that roughly in position? But then if I'm going to do that, let's just give it a go, shall we? I'm probably hypothesizing too much, as I'm wont to do. Now, this would go here. Is in the wire. Now, and then this will go here on the sides. Right, now, let's see how we go with this little maneuver. Theoretically, it shouldn't be too hard. Theoretically. Need a bit less of this. In fact, now, where is just fire? I think we jagged it. Now, we'll let that dry for a little bit. So where we're at the moment. And once that's a bit drier, hang on, I have a cunning plan, kids. I think. Just to make sure of things. Now, can I see? Can I spy with my little eye a bit further? What I'm trying to do is be sure that I have some kind of, is that it there? Not spotting it cleanly. This is the, and it's come out. That's okay. We can work through this. What I'll do is I'll let that dry. Previously I've gone, as in the canopy. Now, previously, when I put that through, I've gone from the inside and it's been easier. You'll just have to deal with that. And when we do, the trick's going to be to get it through enough that I can reach it with tweezers. Now, let's do some experimental stuff on that front. Zoom out a moment. Now I need to keep a very close eye on the time to see how far in I can conceivably go with tweezers. Quite a long way. So, would I want to consider it now? Question. Do I want to consider it now, guys? These are the mysteries of life. If I'm going to do it now, it's the time, obviously. And what I'm talking about is remove the canopy and start from scratch. Yeah. If I can do that, cunning plan. Right, yoink. We can reapply a bit more crystal clear. I have an idea, guys. What we're going to do, we are going to go from the inside because it is easier to get the thread through on the inside. That is definitely the case. Come on. There we go. Right, now, we don't need that much. How much we also know. So we'll bring that into about there. And what we're going to do, well, I'll give you a slightly different camera angle. Wrong way. There we go. Is, and I'll give you a bit of a focus there perhaps. There we go. First, we're going to reapply some glue. But what I'm going to do this time, the theory rolls, I'll attach the wire with and hold it in position this while I slide the canopy in. That's the theory. We'll see how that rolls, shall we? If not, I have to find other ways and means, of which there are a few. Well, I don't know, maybe there are, but I'll find a way, one way or t'other. One. Now comes the tricksy parts. Tricksy. Now, I want to come at this from that angle, I reckon. Jesus. Now, let me just come out from here. good. And that ultimately goes to there. Oh my God. I'm almost tempted to do it right now. Wow, that easy. And then it is done. Really? And that's all done in 20 minutes. Well, if I do that, it's not hard. You know what, boys and girls? That's happening. What I'm going to do is, well, you'll see. It's going to be pretty straightforward, one would anticipate. Mouthful of coffee. Oh, yeah. Now, that then goes to there. All right. All right, let's do it. Measure out. Oh, no. Well, that's a pisser. Now, that's okay. What I'll do, what will I do? Okay, here's what we'll do in this instance. I'm going to let that canopy dry. I will glue from there to the canopy rear point there. It's supposed to go all the way to the chair. That's the point where I'm doing it like this. That's got to go all the way back to there, actually. There we go. So, what's going to happen? We'll let this dry, and is there a way I can do this? Well, the problem's going to be seeing the cable once it's into the cockpit. I think I can reach it. My other option is to just glue it to that point on the back of the cockpit there and straight to the tail. And that's probably what I'll do, actually. Just for ease of purpose. Because beyond that, just waiting for the aerial wire. Yeah, boom, one P-51D. So yeah, I think that's what we'll do, just for ease of purpose. Otherwise, I'm going to be in for well, I don't really have that much time to waste. A bit later on, we'll put the aerial on. That'll be easy. You might do that. Give it about 15 minutes. Now, in the meantime, things we can do on the Corsair. Might as well get some of that done while we're here. Now, yes. Now, if we look at the assembly sheets, heaven forfend. Here we go. Now, right, so that goes in. Part 11 is the next to go into the dashboard thingy. So we may as well get that done. Over here you go. And then what we have here, I'll give you a zoom in. Here's of course our dash. Now we've got a couple of other bits that need to go into position. Now these next ones go beneath there. Okay. What a curious configuration. Oh, wow. Some of this is just strange, man. Anyway, or at least it looks strange to me. Now we'll go zoom out a bit, bring it back up. We will go for the sprue cutters. You get over here. Now these are the footrests. And they have some photo etch on them. And right, finally. There we go. Now, these go in there, I would say. Now, I'd like to do this with tweezers if I can, because my hand's a bit too heavy for this occasion, I'd suggest. But it's not going to. How does that sit? That's weird, man. Oh no, it's that way around. Okay. Wow. Oakley, I see. But that doesn't make sense. Hang on. Right, it's got to be that way around. Okay, now it's making a bit more sense. Yeah, right. Yeah, I see how it rolls. Now, this goes into, well, theoretically, come here. Oh, fuck off. What I think I'm going to be well advised to do here is a bit of the photo etch popped off. That's an easy fix. I'm going to put this in position, then put the photo etch back on. Now, where's my box of little photo etch bits? Over here. These need to be put on the chair in due course, but in the meantime, you can also hold this footpad. And should the other one come off, the other one. Now, that's going to go in. Not quite, Robster. This is a bit orkies. Yeah, not liking that too much. Where does it go? A bit lower, perhaps. Hang on. Fuck me, this is fiddly. Now. Now. All right. That's how it sits. That makes sense. All right. Now, glue. Now, first we need to lift that up a bit. glue in. And this will then do. Now, glue is there. Was there's some glue as to whether this glue will run a whole other story. There's some others, another one over there. Let's see how we go on this one anyway. No. I think I'm having a bit of... There we go. Alright. Come on. Come on. Oh, really? Come on. There we go. Alright. Now, that's not correct. Get out of there. There we go. That looks pretty good to me. There we go. Huh. I was overthinking that one a little, as I do. One of the foot pads is crooked, but I don't think too many people are going to notice that. But what you'll ultimately see with this is that the bottom of the foot pads needs to correspond to this curve here, obviously, because, yeah. Now, next thing we can do is a bit of painting, actually, because there's some of that needs to be done on... Give me a moment while I see if I can spot it. Looking, not finding yet. Aha! Now real wheel. I wanted to do a couple of colours here. We'll start with some ivory. Now, probably hit focus. There we go. Now, once you got these parts done, you might be able to get the rear wheel done all apart from the tyres. That would be good. That would be very good, in fact. Now, let's start with this. I'm going to bring you back a moment, just so you don't get the way of my shoulder. Zoom in a bit, however. There we go. Now, yes, that was my plan. So we'll go there. Why I'm doing I'm doing some white caps, effectively, on some points here. And there'll be a spot in the middle that will be dark grey. Oops. Going to have to do a touch up there now. Oh well, never mind. It won't take long. Into here. That was where I wanted to go. Oops, a daisy. Having a bit of a time with that upper strut. Never mind. Alright. Now, next. Bronze. We're going to get our bronze on, baby. Now, clean brush. I should be quite happy to use the same brush. Now I've got to go in a bit less than 10 minutes, guys. But we'll get a few bits done here, and then I'll scooch. But the canopy is now on the Mustang. I don't know it's going to be dry enough for me to want to do the glue thing or do the wire thing, but I'll do that later tonight when I get home from the zoo, as you do. Now, bronze. Where's bronze? The bronze. Now, depending on what the time is, once I've got bronze on, I might be winding up the stream. We'll see how we go. But at least I got a few things done today, and I've said g'day, and that's all good. Now we go. There we go. Here. There. Almost done on this side, and then I'll do the other side. And then there's really just the... Okay, that is done this side. Excellent. Then there's just the dark grey to be done. Oh, and some tidy ups. Those tidy ups are really small and therefore not a biggie. Now, as this is the tidier side, I'll give you a look in. So now all I've really got to do is a touch of dark grey between those two ivory points and the wheel colour or the tyre colour, and that's it. That easy, boys and girls. Now focus. Next, clean brush. Now, there's a very high percentage chance I will be on tomorrow. Saying before my headset dropped out, there's a very good chance I'll be on tomorrow because the weather is forecast to be 5 shades of shithouse. So, here's something I will do before I go because I've got enough time to do this. And it needs to be done. Excuse me a moment. Interior green is the colour we seek. That's in chromate. Surround you. Aha! Paint the chair. Paint the chair. Ahoy! I paint the chair. Oh dear. And glary glitter. Yeah, let's not. You all know about him. Oh dear. That's all I'm saying. Oh dear. Now, let's see how we don't. No, we've got a while to go before that's properly mixed in. Won't take as long to do as a piece of painting, however. And then that's another step forward. Almost there. Now, where is, I try to keep them within colour groups. So if I've used one for a green, I like to use the same. If I don't find it soon, I'm just going to apply that. I just don't care, kids. Routine, and I've pretty much hit that point. There we go, green. Now, all we got to do here. Oh, hey John, how are you doing? I'm going to be scooching very shortly. I'm sorry to say, I've got to be at a place that is now. I'm not sure if you do kilometers or miles. I know it's about 70 kilometers. Let me do some calculations for you. 80 kilometers is 50 miles, ergo about a bit over 40 miles. It's not actually that, yeah, it's about an hour and a bit's drive. And and that'll be the case for the next few weeks, in fact. But then I'll be back to normal routine. It's because I'm doing some training to be a tour guide at the local safari park. Now, there we go. That is our seat painted. There we go. That's all I wanted to do to wind up. Let's clean the brush. Let's splash the paint. Splash that paint. Ding, 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 ding. Bow, bow. Oh dear. Now where's the... Here we go. Now, once I've cleaned the brush, I'll quickly show everyone what I did, for those who haven't seen it. And then we shall wind the stream up. I want to be out of here in about 15 minutes. Ideally. Now, very quickly, one thing I did, got the canopy on the Mustang. The aerial wire slipped out. All I've got to do is attach the aerial wire, but fundamentally we have one P-51D. Boom. I got the footrests. We've gone further with our dashboard and footwell area there on the Corsair. And aside from painting the chair, I also, where did I put them? Where did I put them? Here they are. Well, I'll show you the good side. This one. And we got everything bar the tire done on the rear wheel mechanism. So that's what we got done today. I now need to go. Thank you, David. Now, yeah, tomorrow I might be on. As I said, there's a very high percentage chance I will be on because the weather is forecast to be anywhere up to an inch of rain. Messy business. Probably not going to happen. Now, that said, if I am on tomorrow, I'll put an announcement up on YouTube, and I believe it goes out to Facebook as well. So yeah, it doesn't come up on Twitch. We digress. All right, first time viewers out there, time to hit that magic button. Follow, like, or subscribe. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram and Twitch, and follow, like, or subscribe. Now, as I said, tomorrow I might be on. If not, I'll definitely be on Sunday. And at the end of the day, that will be at a similar kit time and on the same kit channel. And hopefully I'll catch you good people then. See yous.